there are these great ravines, and the houses are built inside of ravines up against the side, and so they're very difficult targets to attack. And the Houthis now are very experienced. Their level of drone warfare is quite advanced, and they have effectively interdicted shipping coming out of the Red Sea. There's a choke point just a few miles in width, and they control it. And they have sunk a number of ships. Now, I don't know what it is, half a dozen ships now, perhaps. And they've damaged a great deal of other. And the importance of it is that it causes the insurance costs for shipping to just go stratospheric. And so it has cut down shipping. Anything that is providing shipping to Israeli ports at the end of the Red Sea is they're going after it, and so we're not going to get control of the Houthis while this war continues. It's just a condition that we're going to have to just continue fighting, continue sending aircraft carriers, trying to keep the Red Sea open, but there's just so much we can do. I would like to talk about the growing possibility that Israel will attack Lebanon.
Yes, please.
Okay. Now this is very important because I doubt that the Pentagon has a real firm grip on exactly what it means to attack Hezbollah. I think for many Americans, they think, okay, you got Hamas and they're fighting in the Gaza Strip. You got Hezbollah. Well, they're just, a bunch of these rather poorly armed, poorly trained people, and they're fighting. Yeah, they're fighting for all they're worth. But I think it's important for the Pentagon to understand Hezbollah is nothing like Hamas. It has no relation. In fact, they're different religions. Even Hamas, they're Sunni Muslims, and Hezbollah are Shia Muslims, the Shiites, as many people call them. Israel has fought Hezbollah before on the Lebanese border. The purpose of Hezbollah, the reason that they exist, first of all, Hezbollah is a political party in Lebanon. Lebanon is governed in a what they call a confessional form of government, where a Christian is always the president or prime minister, I can't remember which, is the top guy. And then you have the Speaker of the House, who is another faith. And anyway, there's several different, it's sort of a division of power among the Christians, the Sunnis, and the Shia. And in any event, so it is a part of the government, but it also is a major armed force. Now, this is not a backwater, untested group of people. I watched them throughout the Syrian war. Now, I tracked the Syrian war literally before it began, all the way until once the Ukrainian war kicked off. I changed focus, but I sort of keep a little watch on Syria even today. But of all of the forces that were fighting on the ground for Syria, probably the most powerful one were Hezbollah. Hezbollah has enormous combat experience in urban settings. They fought in all of the major urban battles that the Syrian army fought, and they're extremely well disciplined, very highly trained. They have been on the front lines. All of their senior officers, look, what we would think of as like majors, lieutenant colonels, generals, that sort of level. Unlike the United States, where those folks have rather modest combat experience in actual battle, you could say that within Hezbollah, literally every one of those combat leaders has life and death combat experience in extremely bloody, harsh, fierce combat. Something that I doubt that there's a flag officer on active duty in the Pentagon today who has that type of experience. And then on top of that, we believe they have fairly advanced weaponry. They have a great number of rockets. And if you go back traditionally, the rockets that are used by these various groups are not terribly effective. But I believe that what Hezbollah has are missiles that are capable of being precisely targeted with high explosive capability. And I think it is possible for them. They actually disclose the fact that they have the ability to locate with drones precise targets, air bases, training bases, depots, cities, and this type of thing. And they've actually shown the drone footage so that the West and so that Israel would understand you're not playing games with some minor backwater force. These are not some rabble that's out in the desert that runs up and sets off a bomb. This is an army. It is a highly disciplined, highly trained army, and they, in my judgment, now you have various opinions on it, but Israel attacked Lebanon in 2006, I believe 2006, 2007, and they went in totally unprepared for what they encountered, and the Israeli army was entangled suddenly in urban warfare, and they weren't ready for it, and it was not very long before Israel decided, let's pull these troops out, cut our losses. We just can't afford to be fighting Hezbollah. So Israel is counting on forcing the United States, compelling the United States to enter the war directly against Hezbollah.